Yo, Simple Mocha, and today I'm reacting to Zero Matches. So I just recently watched the Pickup Artist Bootcamp video, right? And as fun as that video was, like most of the time in reality, like people don't want to be bothered when they're out in the streets and about, like don't no one wants to really be bothered. And one of the ways for you to find people and find dates is online dating. And online dating is brutal in a way. Like you don't have any real interactions or connections, so it's much easier to dismiss people and just like whatever, swipe. And that's the harsh reality of it all. And right now I'm gonna be watching Abba and Preacher's like Zero Matches video just for that.
No, I'm not hurt by that comment.
I've never seen no shit like this before in my life. You've never had a match ever?
Not on this. I got like one match on Tinder, and that was like a while back, and that did not work out. Yeah, no. I am the world's most undateable boy or man, or whatever gender you assume me to be.
Yeah, and it sucks to have that type of self-esteem because of an app. That's the worst, and it's just a horrible fact. It's a horrible feeling, and this is why personally I just don't online date or don't have like any like Tinder or anything like that, because I'm already like I already have a low self-esteem or confidence. For me to get hit with like a brutal like arrow to the freaking heart is just I can't go through with it.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Keep your head up, bud.
Kinda have to. Otherwise my neck's gonna break.
This is the thing, right? So since everything is like changed over time, right? You're noticing that now most people are meeting through online dating, right? And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think online dating is positive in a lot of ways. You get to meet people you would never meet and interact with possibly. You have an opportunity to, try to talk to as many people as possible. But I'm going to speak specifically to the men, because I think the male and the female experience on online dating is completely different. Guys, if you aren't the most physically attractive, especially like towards your face, okay? Don't push yourself on online dating or make it your avenue to meet people, because it is the worst way for you. Okay?
It's going to be deceptive.
One, your height doesn't translate super well in online dating. Okay? Pretty much it's like a face thing, right? And then from there, your height and all that stuff factors in. But like, if you don't got it, you don't got it. Right? So rather than put your fucking self-esteem through that beating if it can't handle it, go find ways where it's more optimal to you. The guy in question was relatively tall, probably like 5'8", 5'9", so still, above average height, okay? Decent build. If he was in a social environment with social activities, right, where you're naturally talking to the opposite sex and you're meeting people on a regular basis, he would meet women.
He would have more chances to showcase something else than just face and this. Because what you see on Tinder is really quick.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So
that is true.
So my point is like, understand what your skill sets are, what you have, okay? Because Tinder, nobody knows your personality. They're not going to get to know you. They're not going to be like, oh my God, this guy looks like he's funny. That's not happening. They're looking at your face and they're swiping. So if you're not having success there, it's because your skill sets don't translate to that platform. So I tell this to a lot of dudes, like, get off of that. Go learn a hobby that you actually interact with the opposite sex. There's plenty of them out there, right? Go do stuff that gives you a chance to actually interact with them. But if you're not going to do that, you're going to limit your opportunities to meet them. I mean, I know dudes who fucking work at a tech company, or they work at fucking Future Shop or Best Buy, and it's like just dudes working there, and they don't have any hobbies, they don't have anything, and they're all on. Look, you have no way to meet people. Your job doesn't even give you an opportunity, and most people we at work. So my advice to folks is like, understand what you got going for you, and then work accordingly. Not everyone's gonna have the best hand dealt to them. Online dating wasn't for me. I had a bit of success there, but very limited. Okay. I had to learn to do other shit. So I understand it's a struggle. I know it's hard. I know like being invisible. I know what it's like. When you've been swiping all day, right? You've been swiping. Days have passed by. Your homies is getting matches. They going on dates. They talking about how they getting laid. You not getting nothing. And sometimes when you do get matched and it's hot, it's a fucking bot. Some girl trying to sell you on her cam. Like, it's crazy. That shit don't piss a man off. When you hot match, if I match with a hot girl now, I don't even believe she's real.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm like, why are you
Just look at the YouTube comments. Like, Jesus.
talking to me? But sometimes it's a real person, and they like, what the fuck's your problem? So, just understand that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
I'm not rude. It's just that hot matches with bot. It rhymes with hot mat. It rhymes with bot.
The only messages I usually get on dating apps are from the dating apps itself. A while ago, I made a joke video talking about how I am literally the cover man for being ghosted or ignored and how to handle it. I've tried a wide assortment of like pictures from me playing chess with like some rap legends to like really good outfits that my friend designs from.
Hey man, props to you though. That's a good picture. It's a sick picture, bro.
Me playing chess with like some rap legends to like really good outfits that my friend designs themselves. And she's a girl and she was like, oh, these would be cool outfits. We did photo shoots and everything. And I talked about my superpower. Comedic timing.
Hold on. And there was he does have that was funny. That was funny. That was great. But in a normal setting, it would be fun. On Tinder, shit.
I had even picked up the Bumble Premium Lifetime. I'm a member forever. I got the super swipes that I just stopped using because every time I super swipe somebody, it just nothing really happened. And then I turned on Spotlight almost every single day, and I still don't get any matches. I have friends that are girls, and they always say, John, you'll be a great boyfriend, or I can't believe you don't have a girlfriend yet. And then I'm like, well, you could change that. And they'd be like, nah, I'd probably ruin our friendship.
The fact that you're even looking at girls that you call supposed friends and talking about you could change that already, your approach to them is like you've thrown yourself into the dungeon. You are in that friend zone, okay? You put yourself there. To get out of that bitch is impossible for most people.
That's true.
So you also have to understand, you even being disappointed by the fact that somebody would say you'd make good boyfriend materials. Like, bruv, you've put yourself in a situation with a girl that you don't want to be your friend. You want her to be your girlfriend. So you have to also acknowledge like the mistakes that you're making that are contributing to your situation. I never had no girl talk to me like, you make a good boyfriend. I'm like, damn, but you could be my girlfriend. That's lame, bro. That's lame. So you have to acknowledge like, you don't want these friends. You want them for girlfriends. And you need to stop doing that shit.
So maybe we shouldn't say things like you would make a great boyfriend to me because it kind of like messes my head up a little bit.
They're not messing up your head. You're messing up your head. A lot of guys are out here lying, talking about, yeah, I got a bunch of girlfriends. No, you don't. You have girls you're hoping to date. And you're being friendly with them.
You have a bunch of girls that you're around and you waiting for them to be vulnerable. And then you be like tying your shit.
Yeah.
That let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You be friends around them, and then when they're vulnerable, you're like, maybe I could be the next one. And you're just deceived every time. That's what it is.
And I get it. Because me, I used to say this all the time. Like, I couldn't do the whole friendship with ladies. Like real friendships. I could be cordial, I could be cool, amicable, see them what's up. But I'm talking about like we just hanging out amicably all the time and like I couldn't do that because generally I would be attracted to them. So I'm like, I'm not going to do that, right? Now in my older years, it's a lot easier because
Unfortunately, I'm still kind of the same. Like just what Abba said. It's like I could talk to them and everything, but once I start feeling an attraction, that's where I'm like, like I don't want to, like I genuinely want to like keep it cordial and stuff like that, and I'd rather just kind of distance myself. And so I think I just need to grow out of that. Like I genuinely need to grow out of that. But yeah, like I just need more, you could say, experience in dating and stuff like that, because I'm not like a dating wizard or anything. I'm not like the pickup artist that I just recently watched. Average. I'm an average person, and yeah, like I feel like I need more experience when it comes to dating in order for me to be able to separate that line between friendship and attraction. And it takes time.
I don't even want it. I don't give a shit.
You've been through that.
I've been through that. So now I can have homegirls and I don't even think about it like that. You get me? But you're not there. So a lot of guys have to stop lying to themselves, okay? They're not messing up your head. Now, the one addendum that I would say is like some women will sometimes keep dudes that they know are into them as friends, and they're dishonest about it too. So some women do that. But You have to acknowledge your part in this because that's the only thing that you can control. And you have 100% control of that situation. So I just want to say that.
Definitely.
If you're wondering,
That's a great point, Available. Like that's something I personally need to reflect on myself.
how the spotlight is going, I do the 150 minutes, so I show up in front of people for a long time. After a while, I kind of just came to the realization that I'm just not anybody's type, which is okay, you know. It used to bother me and like have me like down, but at some point it becomes normal, like the status quo, and then you find yourself inside of your room. Maybe my bio is too like goofy, you know what I'm saying? I say that I'm a goofball, I'm from the South, proud of my Southern roots. I would love to have adventures with people. It might be my swipe right if you guys, because I truly believe that communication is the number one responsibility of both people inside of the relationship. You should be able to talk to each other about anything without being vulnerable or feeling as if the other person is going to judge you, because nobody wants that in a relationship. But if you're out there and you have never had anybody match with you or anybody interested in you, or never really felt love and affection or physical touch from another person, do what I do and just get a bunch of like plushies and giant pillows. It works wonders. Like I got a lot of things to cuddle with, so I'm okay. You know?
Good on you, bro. I need to get you.
No?
I'm okay.
Hey, I'm fine. No, I'm not hurt by that comment. Okay, all right. Jokes aside.
Jokes aside.
Go ahead.
I think he's a cool dude. He's a cool dude. You have a lot of potential, but the social media is not necessarily going to highlight that thing. The social media and the social dating is really good for average girl. It boosts your ego, and I'm not saying it's not hard for average girl. I'm an average girl, and it's not good for you. Then that means you're ugly. But other than that, it's just that type is not good for you. It's not that you're not nobody's type. The dating app is not your thing.
Yeah.
That's really that.
It's just the dating app.
That's really that. You got comedic timing and stuff like that, start to do comedy. Start dancing classes. Take language classes. Go out there, improve yourself and stuff like that. But the dating classes, that's not you. Go on improv night. Go ahead.
You say he's really cool, right?
But I think he's cool. Yeah.
We see that because we're seeing him through this lens. A lot of times you could have somebody you think is cool in your life, then you see them with the opposite sex and they start acting goofy or funny. They start acting outside of themselves. Some of you just need to get used to just talking to the opposite sex and recognizing that they're human beings and people and not this like desperate thing that can like make you happy. All right. Some of y'all come up and the way you talk to ladies like, bruv, I saw you 5 minutes ago, you were normal. Now you're just stumbling all over your words and you're saying things that even you think is absolutely cringe. Maybe you just need to start to get used to just talking to the opposite sex without wanting anything. Don't get their number. Don't ask them out on a date. Just have a regular ass conversation with them. Right? Get used to just doing that.
Any girls.
Conversation.
Any girls.
Just be comfortable around them.
And also, you're reading off your profile, trying to figure out this stuff. Another thing that I also think a lot of people are not honest about, okay, is that they say, I don't get no matches. No, you don't get no matches that are up to your standards. Maybe the standards that you have are too high.
That's a lot of guys too. Some guys, they get it. They have the proper match, but some guys' standards are too high, and then you kind of fall face forward or face plant once like reality kind of sets in, and you realize that the dating world, what you want isn't what they want.
That's not just ladies. There's dudes out there who don't understand what their market value is based off the picture or profile that they got, okay? You guys are a 4 or 5 on Tinder, okay? Expecting to get to 7 and 8s. In real life, you might be a 6 or a 7. I don't know. But on Tinder, your pictures aren't that great. You don't translate well. Your standards are too high for that platform. You got to recognize that. Because I promise you, if I took over your profile for half a day, I'd get some matches. You might not like the way they look. You might not want to get with them, but you would get matches. Which means it's not that you're completely undesirable. You're just not desirable to the people that you want based off however you set your shit up.
He said it better. Exactly.
Maybe it's time to lower your standards. That's also a possibility. I can't say because I don't know you personally, but this is just general advice for a lot of people out there. Because like the two guys we saw, they weren't ugly. I know ugly people. They were just average, maybe slightly below average. There's ugly motherfuckers out there. I know them. That's not you.
When we talk about busted,
Quasimodo, nigga.
Oh, bro.
You not Quasimodo.
Quasimodo's cool as hell. You know,
That's not you, right? So you also have to be honest about why you're failing and where that's coming from, right? So
I mean,
what?
I could use a little bit of skincare product on your face. I don't know, a little T Gently. You know what I mean?
We're not doing an ad. No, we're not even doing that. I'm not even gonna do that.
I hate this.
I'm not even gonna do that.
hate
But you know,
this,
listen.
bro.
I know it's a struggle. I know it's hard.
It is.
Because when all you know is rejection, it's like impossible to imagine you on the other side. But like I've seen a lot of my friends go through, like I've seen myself go through, you can get on the other side. It is absolutely possible. So just be patient with yourself and understand like it's going to take some work because unfortunately you don't have what it takes to make it easy for you. So you're going to have to do a little extra labor. But if you're willing to do that, if you're willing to take up these activities, I promise you can come on the other side. So that'd be my advice. Yeah. There's a lot of people out there struggling with this.
Yeah.
Not everybody's gonna end up with someone. You better work the best that you can to you know.
Reach is lucky. You know?
If that's what you want,
Yeah. But
put the best odds on your side.
yeah. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. We want to hear from you. Do you think our advice was bad? Do you disagree? Agree? Want to hear?
It's solid advice.